What happens to our bodies after we breathe our last? Imagine 1,000 years have passed. What will be left of a person when the world around them is unrecognizable? After life departs, a complex process begins called decomposition. It's not instant, but a series of transformations. In the first hours and days, as the body cools, algor mortis, blood settles, creating discoloration, livor mortis. But the real action is inside. Without oxygen, cells break down, releasing enzymes. This is autolysis, self-digestion. Soft tissues full of water and proteins are first to go. The gut, home to billions of bacteria, becomes a decomposition hotspot. These microbes, now unchecked, multiply, releasing gases that cause bloating and discoloration. These are the first crucial steps in the body's long journey. Ready to learn who the real consumers of our soft tissues are? Did you know invisible microbes and an army of insects are battling for every cell? Our journey into the afterlife of the body continues, revealing the architects of its transformation, microbes and insects. As autolysis begins, bacteria, once our gut residents, now feast on decaying tissues. This is putrefaction, releasing gases like methane and ammonia that cause the characteristic smell and bloating. The smell attracts scavengers. Blowflies arrive first, laying eggs in openings or wounds. The eggs hatch into maggots, which devour soft tissues. Maggot colonies can strip a body in days. Then come beetles, eating drier tissues, and other insects, each with a role in this grim ecosystem. They fight for every molecule, removing most soft tissues, leaving only resistant structures. This will change how you see the human body. Even when soft tissues are gone, our skeleton and teeth remain, silently witnessing life for millennia. As microbes and insects consume soft tissues, the skeleton and teeth remain. They withstand time, becoming monuments that hold our information for millennia. What makes them so durable? The secret is bone's unique chemistry. It's a composite material, organic and inorganic. About a third is organic, mainly collagen, giving elasticity and strength. But durability comes from the inorganic part, 2/3 of bone mass. This is hydroxyapatite, a calcium phosphate mineral. Hydroxyapatite crystals give bones their hardness and resistance. Unlike soft tissues, hydroxyapatite resists breakdown. Bacteria and enzymes that digest proteins and fats can't touch this mineral structure. Teeth are even stronger, thanks to enamel, the body's hardest substance, almost entirely mineral. So even as bones slowly erode in acidic soil, teeth often remain. The skeleton is our last physical bastion, slowly yielding to time, but with incredible persistence. Imagine, 1,000 years later, archaeologists find remarkably preserved remains. It's not luck, but a body's interaction with its environment. What allows them to withstand time, and what turns remains to dust? We know the skeleton resists decomposition, but its fate depends on the environment. The earth can be a guardian or destroyer. Picture a body buried in dry sand. Sand drains water, slowing bacteria and fungi. The body can mummify, becoming dry but recognizable. Clay soils are different. They retain moisture, ideal for anaerobic bacteria, which slowly decompose bones or dissolve them in acidic soil. Temperature matters. In permafrost, like the Arctic, decomposition nearly stops. Cold slows or halts microbes and chemical reactions. That's why we find well-preserved mammoths and ancient humans in ice for tens of thousands of years. Conversely, hot and humid climates speed up decomposition. Soil acidity, or pH, is crucial. In acidic soils, like peat bogs or forests, bones can dissolve. That's why bog bodies often have preserved soft tissues, but no bones. Alkaline soils preserve bones. Finally, oxygen. Its presence or absence determines the bacteria. In oxygen-free environments, like deep water or dense clay, decomposition is different, often forming adipocere, a waxy substance that can preserve body contours. So, after 1,000 years, a body may be dust or a remarkably preserved skeleton, or something more. It depends on its final resting place. Thousands of years turn bodies to dust, but there are exceptions. Some remains, 5,000 years old, retain skin, hair, and even organs, defying nature. We've seen the environment's role in a body's fate, but nature can be a preserver, creating time capsules. These natural preservation phenomena are amazing. First, mummies. Besides Egyptian mummies, there are natural ones. In dry deserts, like Chile, ancient chinchorro bodies, up to 7,000 years ago, naturally mummified. Extreme dryness stopped bacteria, allowing tissues to dry out. Then, bog bodies, like the Tolland man in European peat bogs, 2,000 plus years ago. Bogs are cold, acidic, and oxygen-free. These conditions suppress bacteria, and peat tannins tan the skin, preserving soft tissues, hair, and clothing. Bones often dissolve in the acid, and ice. Permafrost is a natural freezer. Ötzi the Iceman, 5,300 years ago, was found in the Alps. Frozen in a glacier, his body was so well preserved, scientists studied his clothes, tools, and stomach contents. These finds are archives. They prove that in ideal conditions, the human body can resist millennia of decay. Imagine, nothing remains but dust. But even after millennia, even when visible traces are gone, part of us may exist. Deep down, at the molecular level, may lie a key to our history. We've seen how the body transforms after death and what remains after 1,000 years. But there's another trace, at the molecular level. Even when bones turn to dust, part of us may still hold information about past life. Our DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, carries our genetic code, and despite its fragility, can survive for thousands of years under certain conditions. Hard tissues like bones, teeth, and hair best preserve ancient DNA. Protected inside bone cells or tooth enamel, DNA is relatively isolated from the environment, bacteria, and chemical processes. Modern science has developed methods for extracting ancient DNA, aDNA, and polymerase chain reaction, PCR. These technologies extract and analyze fragmented genetic material from ancient remains. Scientists recreate genetic portraits of people who lived long ago. We gain data about their origins, migrations, disease predispositions, and even traits like eye or hair color. So even after a millennium, when the physical body returns to the earth, its invisible trace may still speak to us, revealing secrets of human history and our own past. It's amazing to know part of us remains. Our physical journey ends, but what about the mysteries beyond? If you're interested in exploring the unknown, subscribe to Mysteries of the Spirit. And like this video. Together, we'll explore the boundary between the material world and what remains after.